Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and of course I hope everyone has an amazing day so far. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Janny and I'm doing this DIY channel together with Dyanne. Of course I keep it short. On this channel you will find lots and lots of seasonal decor DIYs and daily decor DIYs. So if you like this content and you like what you see, of course we hope you will click the red subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. So enough talking, let's jump into our new DIY inspiration. And you see already for this DIY we need the tumbler tile blocks, we need the small blocks. Of course I have my little container. If you maybe have laying around a little bucket or maybe some tin piece of what you have left over, just do some pieces inside and you always have it laying around. But maybe you are the lucky one who has a real nice craft room, so then you are then you are having everything already by hand. But of course I use it always in my container. I have some paint and you can use some paint at your choice. I use my wood glue, and of course this is the brand, I don't know if this brand Patex, I think it's also in other countries, so I don't think it's only here, but it's for a much thing. But you also can use your hot glue, but be careful that your DIY is not falling apart, because it's a little bit more easier that it breaks. So, and we have our old piece of towel which is wet to wipe away the glue. So this is what we need and what we're going to make. You want to know what we're going to make. We are going to make some Valentine, 14 days Valentine countdown calendar, but of course with a twist. Normally you have them always horizontal, but I'm going to try to make one vertical. So we will see how this will turn out. So first we're going to make the bottom, and the bottom is very easy. You're going to get 6 blocks, and already I have 6 here. We do them on the side. We do some glue on the side. This is 1, number 2, and already roll them together so the glue doesn't fall on your mat. And number 5, and number 6 is the closure up again. Squeeze it and make a nice straight line. And if you want to use a metal hook, it's also fine. Just use a metal hook. I'm not an example for working working the greatest way about this, because a lot of you already said, why don't you use a metal hook? But most of the time I'm just stubborn. I have them in my garage, but I never use it. I always take my time for it to do it this way. And of course we are going to do 2 pieces and 2 pieces together like this. So we do on the tops a little glue, squeeze them together in a moment like this, and again give it some pressure, and we're going to give it a couple of minutes. 1 or 2 minutes is more than enough. So now we're going to do this one on the side. We do some glue, a little line with glue, and we do this one on the side and a little line of glue over here. We're going to place one against this one and the other one on the other side to make a nice little bottom. And be sure that you have it in a straight line like this. And now we're going, because I want to double it up, but I don't want to use all the blocks I need for this one, because we have to be careful with the blocks. Not everyone can find them. So we are going to do again 2 blocks and 2 blocks. So this is the first what we're going to do. This is 1. And we're going to do number 2, squeeze them together this way, and we're going to do this one, and we're going to give also this one a couple of minutes. So now we have our 2 piece, and we're going just to do a 1 block on this side, a little glue, and on this side a little glue. Over here we're going to place it against this one, and we do here the same on here and on this side, and we're going to place it again over here, and we're going to place this one against here. So we have to be sure that everything is stick together very nicely. Of course I have to work with it because he's not totally straight yet. And we're going to place this one against it and then squeeze all of them together like a little, it's not almost a square, but it looks almost a square, but it's not totally. So we're going to let this dry in. So we are going to take this block and we are going to do on the lines over here a little glue, over here and over here. So very easy. And we're going to carefully place this one on top of here. And again, make sure that you have a nice straight line before you're going to press it down. And this way, and remove the glue on the sides. And on this side. And again, make your lines straight before you're really going to let it dry in. So I think I am very straight. So like this, we're going to give this a couple of minutes. Before I'm going to make my the rest of the little box I'm going to use as my countdown, Valentine countdown, I need first the blocks. And the blocks we are going to make, we're going to make 3 blocks like this. And I'm going to make 4 of them. And this is number 1. And we're going to do this 5 times. So this is 1. And this is again another one. This is another one. And this is another one. So we're going to very easy do some glue on the sides. And of course the third is always the closure up. We're going to do is this and this. And we're going to go do it over here. Number 2 and number 3. And we do it the last one. And 2 and 3. Again, squeeze them together. Squeeze. And this one. And this one. And this one. And we're going to give it a little, I think 1 minute, 2 minutes is more than enough. So we gave it a couple of minutes. We do now some glue over here. And we place this one very carefully on top of here. And again, you do some glue over here. Place this one very carefully. And you do this one. And you place this one on top. And the last over here. And we're going to place this one on top. And what we're going to do, we're going to place it on the side. Squeeze it. And make sure that you get a nice straight line. And again. And this way. And I'm going to, and now you have a nice, cute little, yeah, it looks more like a dice if I am correctly, but I think he looks very cute. But we are going to, I'm going to make 4 of them, but if you want to use it also for later, for in December, for the Christmas calendar countdown, then you make 5. But I'm going to make 4 of them, and then you will, later you will see what we're going to do with it. But I may make 4, but if you want to use it also later for the Christmas season, later you can also use 5 because you need more months than that. So we have already 1 is drying in. We're going to make the other 4 if you make 4, but you can, like I said, you can 5. And I told you you can use it for the Christmas season, but of course, if you make the 5th one, you also can use it for your everyday decor because then you can do all the month on top of there. So then you can use it all year round, not only for the Christmas, but you can use it for every day. So I'm going to do the last one, but of course I'm going to do it a little bit fast. So we have our 4 blocks, or maybe you have 5, and we have of course our bottom. We are going to go making the first layer. So we're going to get 3 blocks and we're going to glue them together. So easy, 1 and number 2, and again roll them together this way, the same like we did with the other one. And we're going to make 3 pieces of 3, again number 2, and on each other, and the last one, and again squeeze it together, squeeze this one together and this one, and we're going to wipe away the glue because on this one we don't want glue. Over here, and again look for that you have it in a straight line every time. Check it out if it is still straight, and we're going to give this a couple of minutes. And of course I was dreaming, it is Monday for me, so it is not 3 pieces of 3. We need, of course, 4 pieces of 3. So sorry, you need 4 pieces of 3. We just make one extra like this, and we're going to let it rest also. From the first opening we have already the sides and the back side, but we also need again the top, and it will be the same almost like this one. So we're going to get 6 blocks like this, and we're going to glue them together again. And number 3, number 4, and number 5, and number 6 is the closure up. Squeeze it in a straight line again, and we're going to do 2 blocks and 2 blocks again on the top, only on the top, and squeeze them together, and squeeze this one also together, and this, and we're going to give it a couple of minutes rest. And over here we're going to lay both of them on the side, do some glue again over here, and over here, and we're going to place it down against here, and we're going to place this one again over here, and we're going to make sure that we have everything like this, and we're going to wipe away the glue very carefully what we don't need, and we're going to let this rest also. So this is the first layer of our little box we are going to make, but we need of course more layers. I'm going to make extra 12 of this one because I already have 4 of them, and I need 16 in totally. So I have 4, and I'm going to make 12 extra. And here you see already my 16 pieces of 3. The 4 we already made together, and now I made 12 pieces extra over here. So in totally I have 16. I have 1 like this, but I need in totally 4 for the top and the middle shelves. So this is not the bottom is over here, but for the shelves we need 3 shelves and we need a top. So we need 4 of this one extra. We already have 1, so we only need 3 extra right now. So we have our 16 pieces of 2 and our 4 pieces extra of our shelves, and the top, it will be, one of them will also be a top, but 3 will be a shelf. We're going to lay them aside like this. We're going to place this one over here, and again this one, because they can dry. We're going to take 2 of the blocks and we're going to glue them together. So get 2 of the and place them together. We do this 4 times. Again, make sure that you have a nice fitting together, so that's really important that they fit nicely together. Again, number 2, we're going to do again over here, we're going to look for, and this 2, and again glue them together, and another 2. Look like they are fitting very nicely. So, and we're going to do this one, and we're going to give this also a couple of minutes drying. So we have 4 of them we glued together, and of course I need to wipe away the glue we don't need. Of course I have to make sure that I have a straight line, or else it's not fitting. Now we're going to build them together very carefully, because everything is not totally dry, and I'm doing that on purpose because maybe I still need to readjust it, so you never know. So I'm going to get 1 of this piece like this. What we're going to do, we're going to get a double block like this, and we're going to place it on the ending of this first of 2, and we're going to place it exactly over here. I showed you, I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to show to you what I mean. Then I showed you a little bit closer. So very easy, do some on the bottom, and we're going to place it over here. And I'm going to place it, and if you give me a moment I will show it to you, but first we're going to make sure that we have a straight line, and like this on the middle. And I'm going to get now 2 loose blocks like this, and we're going to do some glue on the side and on the underside. But make sure that you have the blocks this way, vertical, the horizontal, if I'm correct. Yeah, horizontal. And you do some on the side, like I said, and on the bottom. And you're going to place it on the ending of the middle blocks. You're going to place them on the ending. But of course, I'm going to show you this also in a moment. Don't worry. And I'm going to do another one on the sides and on the bottom. And I'm going to place this also over here, the same. I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure over here. And redo it if you are out of the line, like this. So, and I'm going to let it dry a couple of minutes, and then I show you exactly how it's looking like. So I'm going to show it to you a little bit closer. So this is what I mean. On the back side you have a little overlay like this, because you are gluing this 2 block on this row of the 2, and you're going to glue it, especially because I'm going to show it to you on the side. You can exactly see where you need to glue it on this line, and this one you need to do on the first block, but at the ending. Of course, I'm going to show it to you also this way. You can easily see how it is glued. And of course, we are going to do all 4 of them the same way. I could do it, of course, a little bit faster. I was measuring out, because on top of here will be another bottom. But if you're going to get your block, of course, he is fitting inside, but it is very narrow, because it is almost like not even a millimeter, if is correctly. And I think for me it's too little. I want to have a little bit more room that I can shove my little block inside. So what I'm going to do, I have to improvise, because with countdowns it's always very difficult to get the right measurement. What I'm going to do in between every layer is we're going to glue one of the blocks together this way, and we're going to glue. So lately we're going to glue this one on top of here, and one over here, and one over here, but we're not going to do it straight up. We're going to give it an extra like a decorative layer. So in a moment you see what I mean, and you do it in between while you're building the rest. You can build this very easy in between. So we're going to give it a couple of minutes, then we're going to place some glue over here on this line, over here and over here. So it's very easy to do, but if you don't mind to maybe that you have to sand it off, then you can build it this way. But I don't like it. I really don't like this. It's much too narrow. So I have to make it better. And I don't like if you are at home and you are making this DIY and you are saying, but it is not fitting. It is not fitting. So that's not very nice. Then you don't like the DIYs anymore. So what I'm going to do, so very easy, we're going to lay this on top of here at the ending. Very easy. Give it a little bit of pressure over here. And we're going to get a loose block. And of course, you can do a little drop on the side over here only. That here also sticks on the other one. Over here. And we're going to lay it on top of each other. And we're going to do here the same. Just a little drop at the ending. And we're going to lay it over here. It's so easy to do. But it makes a lot of difference, because then your blocks are very nicely together. So again, like this. And we're going to let this dry. So because it's a little bit of chaos, I'm going to do one extra with you. We're going to get our middle shelf. We're going to do some glue on the underside of one of the piece like this. We're going to place it again over here. And again, squeeze it and press it down. We're going to get 2 of the little shells we're going to do on the sides and on the bottom. And like I said, you have to have them horizontal. And we're going to place this one, of course, over here. And be sure that you squeeze it also a little bit. We're going to do this one the same on the bottom and over here, and we're going to place this also the same horizontal like this, and again squeeze it and give it a little bit of pressure on the line. And now we're going to get 2 loose blocks because we need to make an extra layer. We're going to do 2 together, place it together. Over here we do some glue, over here, and over here, and over here. And then we almost already have our, you see already, I would already go down with my fingers. You saw me doing it. You saw me flashing it. And this way we have to make sure that we have it in a straight line. Be careful that you have it in a straight line because that's always looks very nicer. And again, we're going to place this one on top of here. Give it a little bit of pressure over here. And 2 loose blocks. And then we already have the second one. We're going to place it over here. Of course, I almost forgot to do a little drop. So it's also connected on the back side. Over here. And squeeze it. And we do here the same. A little drop on the back side. And we're going to place it over here. It's almost, you don't have an overlay, but you have a little overlay like this. So, and we already have number 2. So we have our 4 pieces, we have our 4 blocks, our squares, and we're going to have our bottom. And see, we're going to turn our bottom this way, so we have a flat surface. What we're going to do, we're going to do some glue on this one, over here, very easy. And we're going to turn it over and we're going to place it on our bottom, and we're going to place it in the middle. So we have on the back side and on the front side we have a little space over. On the sides you try to get it as flat as you can have it. So give it a little bit of pressure. Look for if you have it in a straight line. And we're going to do the second one. We're going to do some glue over here and over here. This is very easy to do, and we're going to turn it over and we're going to place it in the middle again. Give it some pressure on the sides and make sure that you have it in the line you want to have it. Of course, I have to go a little bit backwards because I am already on the front, because you don't see it, but it looks very strange if I look at look at this way. So we're going to do it this way, like this, and we're going to do the rest, but you still can redo it. We do this one, and then we're going to look which shape we like the best. We're going to turn it over again, and like this, and we're going to get, of course, the last one, and they also will be the top over here, and we're going to turn it over on top of each other this way. So, and now we're going to let it rest for at least a half hour till maybe 1.5 hours. And here you see a little bit behind the scenes. I did place a little paint can on top of here to give it some pressure, so the glue is very sticking very nicely on top of everyone. And you even make that blocks which are not always even get a little pressure to go down. So if I can recommend it, just do a paint can on top. And this is how he is looking like right now. And I'm so happy with our little, yeah, it's kind of a dresser. You can use it for anything. You also can do paint this one and do some little pieces of figurines or something else inside. You can use it for anything. So what I'm going to do on the top, because I want to finish it off, I can do something like this. So it's a little big, but I think this one is a little bit too big on the top. You don't have to do it. If you don't like something on the top, don't do it. And I also like this one. Oh, you see already like this. So I'm still debating what I'm going to do on top. But if you are finding some wooden pieces from the fall season, from the Christmas season, from any season, just grab a bag and collect them, because you will have so much fun with it to place endings on top of pieces. So I always collect this in this bag. So I'm going to find out which one I will do on top, and then we're going to paint it. So I did found it. I am going for this one, and I'm going to do some glue, and I'm placing it on the top in the middle like this. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to dry, and then we're going to paint. So I'm going to start painting my little kind of a dresser in the little bit of the cream color like this, because I like a little bit more of the neutral tone. And the blocks I'm going to give a little touch of the Valentine, because not too much. I don't like it that everything is red or pink or something else. I only love a little touch. And the great thing, because this is such a small piece, you can easily place it anywhere in your kitchen, in your living room, even on maybe if you have an office, you can use it for. So I am really happy how it turned out, especially the size. Of course, I'm going to paint it because I talk too much. I'm sorry, I always love talking to you. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do the first side, the inside, and I'm going to give it, you see, a little bit of the creamy color. And you see already our little box is drying. What we're going to do, we're going to take our 4 pieces. Our blocks will be, what will be the numbers? Whoa, this was repeating very fast. So we're going to make, at least I'm going to make 2 red and 2 white. So I'm going to get a little bit of the brighter red. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do 2 in the red colors. And not too much. This red is not totally covering, and I really like that, because later we are going to make the numbers of it, and I think I'm going to do this with a black around and then the number inside, but we will see. Maybe I do it different, but first I'm going to paint this red and 2 of them white. So you see already it's one big mess on my table. I did the 2 red, but I was changing my mind. I did do in a little top of a bottle. I did a little bit of white and a little drop of red, because I think pink looks better. And then I do a white round on top of here, and the number will be black. I think that looks better than what I had in mind. So I'm going to paint this one, of course, in the pink color, and the other one also. So then we get a pink one and we get a red one. And I think the pink is very light, so I think it will look nice. But of course, choose any color you like. And you see here already, here is the little box, and of course our 4 blocks in the pink and the red. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give now the top, I will give something like a heart. I'm going to give here one of the numbers, here one of the numbers, and here the month. Of course, if you made a block extra, you also make a block extra for the month, because the month a year have 12 months, so you need 2 blocks, because 6 can be on 1 block, and then that's why you need the 5th block if you do it for the whole year round, to give it for your everyday decor. And you probably don't paint it then pink and of course red. So what I'm going to do, my idea was just to do this kind of little sponge and just do it in the white, and then make a nice round on top of here in the white, and then do the number on top. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to use my sticker tags, and of course here in the Netherlands we call it etiketten. So, but I'm going to cut off a little square over here, and I'm going to glue of a stick on all sides. I'm going to do some stickers, so I'm going to change it up and give it a little bit more like a farmhouse look, but at least a little bit more like a rustic look. That's a better word, I think. So I'm going to cut out for all the sides a little square. So you see already I have my stickers on top of here, and I like the brown color with it. What I'm going to do right now, I'm not a great someone who can draw very easy numbers, words, or something out of hand. I am really not good at it. I'm really not. So what I'm going to try, I'm going to look for if I have some sticker letters and numbers, if I like it or not. So I have to experiment with it. So I'm going to do, like I said, try to do something with a heart or something else. And I'm going to do here with the numbers, at least that I have 1 and 4. And here we're going to do the months, like I told you earlier. So I'm going to only do the first 3 letters of the month. So we will see how this is looking like. You see already on the mess on my table, it was a little bit of a task to get everything fitting. And I am really happy with the gold letters. It gives a little bit more like a high-end look. And of course I have the 1 and the 4 and of course all the knit. And now I'm going to, with my gold marker, I'm going to make on the sides a little heart over here. Very simple, very neutral, but you can do all the way with something else if you are a someone who can draw very easy. So I'm just going to make a heart. And then I'm going to do around the brown lines, I'm going to do with my black marker, I'm going to make the lines black. And then we almost are finished. And you see, of course, in a moment, the quick impression. And you see finally a quick impression of our Tumbling tile blocks Valentine, at least Valentine all year round, a countdown calendar. You can use it for any season. Of course, I decorated it this way, but you can decorate it any way you like. Of course, I hope you took out your Tumbling tile blocks too and did this DIY together with us. And of course, if you want to see more DIYs, come on over to our description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. And if you are here and you're not subscribed to our channel, of course, we hope you will click the red subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. It would help our channel a lot to grow. So enough talking. I wish you all an amazing day. See you in the next one. Bye.